Hello guys and welcome to Marcel Entertainment and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Desert Kingdom. And I actually came across a really big issue while building in the desert village, and I feel like a lot of players are actually having this issue. And I also found a solution and I'm about to show you that solution. And the issue actually is, if you have like a desert village, and you can probably already tell from far, except for that building, that like desert buildings and structures that are made out of sandstone are almost invisible, right? Like if you go on higher grounds like here, like you can barely tell that there are houses, right? Like only this one now is outstanding there, but the others, like those could be just blocks out of sand, right? Like you wouldn't even notice that those are structures, right? So I've actually had the luck to find badlands nearby with a lot of terracotta, and I already added to the first building some terracotta, and that's a building that's heavily standing out now, right? Like you immediately notice this structure because of the terracotta here from any direction. Like what I really love about desert structures, as we can see here, and that looks just so nice, like look at the inside now, how the walls are now colored and stuff. Like desert structures allow you the best decorations in my opinion. Because of the bright color here, it's almost like getting into white, right, from the tone. Like that beige color right there, almost beige, right? So if you have some sort of color play here, it's really standing out well, like that pot with that cactus, that wall. And that's like one of the pros of having a desert structure. However, you need to put such great effort in the decoration. And it's quite important if you want your building to stand out. Like here I can give you guys another example. We barely saw that building, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove all the sandstone blocks here on the side, and I'm gonna fill it up with some terracotta. And now suddenly, if you look from far, like let's go on higher grounds, you will notice that there is a structure, right? Like now it's really outstanding, just like this building. So what's like really important for like especially the more experienced players and those that want to make the most out of a sand village, try to use, even if it's wood, but anything that gives the building, that structure, some tone. Otherwise, like it's almost invisible, right? So what I need to do is, on probably like almost all buildings, maybe I'll just keep like 2 or 3 original, is to add now terracotta. Just look at this now. Like you know, oh, there's a building now, right? I'm about to do the same here. Oops, I messed up there. Like suddenly you see that structure. It also helps you at the same time to decorate the inside, like we saw at the butcher house. Oh well, they're having no new exit and entrance. Here I can't do anything unfortunately, but... Oh wait, I can. That doesn't belong here. Just look at this, like even the inside now, like it has some color now, like it's really like outstanding now. Maybe I will keep it here like that, or maybe I'll remove the torches. I'll decide that later. And wow, the population is getting out of control, and I have some issue and I couldn't find the answer. I was googling it. I have infinite spawns of iron golems. They just keep multiplying. Before I had like 13 or 14. Now I maybe have even 20 iron golems. They are everywhere. they even keep spawning already in my sheep farm, and it's almost impossible to get this one out without having the sheeps escape. And I even saw in the water one, I'm not sure where he went. But it's crazy, like... Oh, by the way, that building gave me that idea. I got it from that building with terracotta and that one. Because when I came back from the swamp village to go back to my desert kingdom, I've noticed like those structures and those torches there. And what you also can do, but I don't see this a lot, especially from far. Like at those buttons there, the only sweet functions they have is to open that door, right? But besides from that, that's not outstanding enough in my opinion. It does look nice and you can add this. But what's even more interesting if you would add this in addition to terracotta, right? And that's a new building I'm working on. I'm probably going to turn this into a library. And what I also planned on doing is to make a staircase and have a second level, like a second floor. And on this building I will also show you that it's actually also nice to use other colors. Like for example red or yellow terracotta. And yeah, that wall is just wow. I'm almost completed here, just a bit of more sand. Hello friend there, hello iron golem. And yeah, like one thing is also really nice about terracotta is you have like multiple colors that you can use. Like even like let's use orange for this one. Even orange can give it a really nice look. And let's try with orange for example. Like just look at that, like it now has some tone to it. Like you can finally tell that there's a building and it's no longer invisible. Like it's nice to camouflage those structures, right? Like especially if you were like in some sort of multiplayer and you had like enemies to fight and you don't want your base to be found so easily. But for creativity and building a nice structure, like adding this terracotta, it does miracles. Like now for those of you that are afraid or dislike the desert villages and don't want to build a home in the desert, now you have a nice solution. And keep in mind that color, how outstanding it is with that sandstone, right? Because it's a really bright color that's close to white, so anything that's be it blue or red is standing out. I'm about to demonstrate a little something once I'm done. This clearly feels more like home now. Oh wow. I hope I have enough terracotta to at least finish this building. I have 17 left. That should be enough. Each time the fletcher with that bow sound or what it is, like it actually freaks me out, like this wooden sound there. I always think that like there's a skeleton nearby, and as you guys can see, even the inside changed here, right? Like just look at that. Like suddenly that building has something to it, right? Like that's so nice. Like I love working with terracotta. That's now one of my most favorite new blocks. And there's something else you can do with terracotta that I've noticed and that I will demonstrate in this building, and that is so nice if you mix it up with a carpet. Like for example, I'm working now on this new building here, right? And what you can do, what's also really nice is, I have to see if that actually works. Okay, maybe I can't do it with that building because it's not symmetrical, right? I only have 4. Okay, never mind. I actually thought I had more of those. No. Okay, then it's not gonna work. Okay, it actually does work, but I actually wanted it to be 4 blocks. And if you actually do this with 4 blocks, but unfortunately that building isn't big enough. Unless I would move the door there, but it would look weird if you walk into a house and that carpet is a bit more on the side by 1 block. So I kind of like made this one too small so I can't demonstrate it here. But let me just show you what I meant by, let's just imagine this was in the middle. Okay, it's done. If only I had one more red carpet, but you guys can probably see what I'm talking about, right? Like, you have this nice pattern there, and if you mix it out with the carpet, it looks like some sort of special carpet right there, right? Like one with a pattern on. Like, it's just so beautiful. Like, there's like a lot of stuff you can do with terracotta, and you can even build it into carpets to give it like a better look. Or you could just use terracotta, like, okay, let's try this. I think that should also come out really nice. Like, for example, we're about to enter this house. And where is it? Oh, here. And now when you enter it, you feel like, oh, what kind of carpet is that? Oh wow, that's a nice pattern right there, right? And then you walk into that house, and that's actually really beautiful. And yeah, like let's make a test. You see this structure there and this one? Like, if you're like super far away, like let's say you're about to enter the village from really far, like here, which structures do you notice first? Do you notice this building? Maybe because it's close and you have some pattern there, but probably this one will stand out the most, and that's because of the terracotta. Like, what you also could do, but I don't like that, and I've seen some players do that, to add locks. Like, sure, it doesn't look too terrible, but they are just too thick. Like, if there were like locks that were like half the size or smaller, they would fit in well, but those huge ones, like, nah. That's why all the way I prefer terracotta. And I'm gonna change my whole village around, and I'm gonna add it everywhere. And then I'm gonna show you how it's gonna look like finally. Like, that's so much better now. And since you can also dye the terracotta, maybe you can actually make it in blue as well, if I'm not mistaken. Then you have like endless options for coloration, and you can make such a beautiful desert village. Like, just look at that. Wow. I'm in love with it. I love that. It's beautiful. Let's toss some terracotta, then I'm about to show you a really cool trick. And something I also came up with. I actually learned that trick from my swamp village. Okay, there's actually a way to create smoke for a house, so you can see smoke. And I'm about to show you this little trick. Ah, but I forgot something. I need a fence, stone fence. Okay, what I'm about to do here is, and I so messed up. I'm about to put a campfire in here that's gonna create smoke. And then there's a little trick. You put a cobblestone on top, and the smoke is still coming, right? Okay, it doesn't work with the fence. Yeah, it's still working, right? Wait, so I can only have one? Oh no, it's still working. Nice. That's perfect! You guys see that? That's beautiful. Wait. Yep, it's still working. It's a bit less because of the blocks, but sometimes you will see a little smoke coming from there. And this makes it look more realistic. Like, let's go on higher grounds and have a look. You will tell that there's a furnace or something going on. You guys saw that? Like, just look at that building. You see how there's like sometimes smoke coming, like a bit of it? You see that? That's a beautiful effect right there. Like, all you need to do for this is... Where's the smoke coming again? Sometimes it's bugged out. But it's actually even better, but there's like an issue here with like the way I placed it. If you actually use stairs and just one block, that's even more beautiful. Oh yeah, now smoke came, you see that? But it's actually not that bad if only a little smoke comes. It's probably more realistic anyway, right? So yeah, basically you put there like some cobblestones, then make a hole for that campfire, and then like this. Oh wow. And just look at that now with the terracotta, it gives it some color. Especially this corner is now, wow, so beautiful. Like you really notice that there's a cactus right now with that, like it's just so beautiful. Oh yeah, and I've also been building on the Savannah village a bit. I've actually extended it. Oh yeah, that smoke, I love it. I love it, I freaking love this. Like, let me show you around my Savannah village now. Oh wow, finally I noticed that there's a village. And there's still smoke coming. Too close. Beautiful. And this is such a great seed, like I have so many villages nearby. I have badlands and a savanna biome. I have plains biome nearby. Like the desert village, the desert city I'm building on, that kingdom is right in the center of everything. Like it's just so incredible. Like it gives me so many options to switch around, and if I ever get bored of one village or city, I can go to the other one. Like it's really wow. And yeah, now we are there at the Savannah village, and we got some nice turtles here. I'm actually wondering if I can breed those, because there are two. And one thing creeps me out, it's their arms and legs, like looks like they're holding papers or something like that. Like green papers. We have a lot of melons here. One thing is really nice, that there's actually water flowing out. And I've already moved that bell before. Here was a bell. But, wait, what's happening here? There's a zombie somewhere. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've actually created my first house, like in this world, like my first real house. And that's that one. And it actually looks quite nice from the outside, right? And I've actually worked here with red terracotta, and this one even has a balcony. And the way you enter it is just like, wow. Like with that fence and that flower pot there. I started this huge cow farm there. I love having animal farms out of my window. Like, whew. You always have something to look at then if you wake up. And yeah, like I'm not sure about that purple carpet. I will maybe remove that and replace it with also a yellow or orange one. 'Cause I don't know. But here I got some nice flowers that I've collected. There I can have a look at the cows. And that's my cat right there. I couldn't find a fitting name yet. Like I had some ideas. Like I wanted to maybe call my cat Leon or Leo. Maybe Leo, but I'm not sure yet. I even thought about calling him just Jack. Or maybe it's a she. I don't know. And yeah, let me show you around. So if you go upstairs, I've added like a bit of decoration. Like, for example, here where you can sit. And one thing I'm really proud of is this small balcony right there. It's small and simple, but there's a nice view to the sea, to the flowers, and that tree still needs to go. There's also a little side project I started that I want to show you, and there's like this really nice small church up there, and I've already started to build a stair paths up there. I've added additional structures like this one, and it also turned out to be pretty comfortable. I still need to add some decoration there, maybe a different color terracotta or maybe some paintings. It's just a small, sweet, simple home right there. And what are you selling? Oh yeah, I need some more arrows. That's great. So if you go up there, I've actually put there a little fence with a torch there, also for safety, that if you sprint up, that you don't fall down or something. Here this leads to a really nice small church. With a view of the whole area. You see there the desert, you see this whole village. I really love about the Savannah villages, the tops there, the rooftops, really outstanding. I feel like that acacia wood has a really nice tone to it. And yeah, that's that church. And for some reason nobody's taking that job yet, so I guess maybe it's out of reach. And I don't like this right there. But yeah, here maybe I will make either a garden, that's something I've planned, with a lot of flowers. Maybe I'll put somewhere a fence here and have like different sorts of flowers. Like my idea was to put a fence here, put there maybe some blue and then maybe some red or yellow flowers, like have some sort of separation, right? Perhaps I'm gonna put actually a fence here and then 2 blocks of flowers in one color, 2 blocks of flowers in another, and there perhaps some water or something. Wait, I've heard a door sound. Did someone enter here? There's like one child in this village, and I hope this one will take that job as a cleric, because I really need a cleric here. And another small structure I've worked on is that shepherd's house here. This one is different from the other ones, because usually you see them use the full logs, right, of the acacia tree. This time I was actually experimenting out with the normal planks, and it also looks quite nice if you put there a different color, right, or some terracotta in. And yeah, there's like the seating area, painting. The terracotta looks just nice because you also see it inside. Yeah, I put this also terracotta there with a flower pot and that carpet around to stand out more. There I've added some beds for breeding, but they will go. That's the original bed. That's where I'm breeding most of the time recently. Yeah, here we got some sheeps. Let's get some wool. I want to tame a horse actually, because I feel like I can get around much faster with that one. So one episode I will try to get a horse to ride, maybe name that one as well. And one thing is so cool about animals, they can't walk through doors. And I really love that. Because that would be annoying if they could flee through that door. Let's see if they're willing. Want some more? Are they going to breed? Please, 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 please. I want more villagers here. I hope it works. Yes! Love is in the air. Love is in the air right now. Please. Please no cloud. It worked! Yes! And that's how fast babies are born in Minecraft. Like, that's crazy. Oh wow. Yeah, that house looks nice from the outside, but I'm not satisfied with the inside. Like, those carpets are bothering me. I actually wanted to add here in this corner a little library. Soon I will farm some leather and create a few bookshelves and stuff. Upstairs, this carpet probably needs to go, or everything needs to be in yellow or purple. And I wish I had quartz and not this one. Maybe quartz would look nicer, same with the seeds. But I need to either farm or trade it with the villagers. There, I did want to add flowers, but then I can't go to the front. And I've noticed something about the savannah village in comparison to the desert one. And that's, this feels just so warm with the reddish and orange tones from the wood here, from the acacia and the terracotta. It looks like one of those places you want to spend a weekend in for like vacation, right? Like that looks sort of like a hotel. Like imagine you enter there and there's a receptionist, right? And you can check and you say, and there's like this one lady or guy working there and says how many nights you want to stay. 4 nights. Okay, upstairs is your room. Here, get the keys. Then you go there, open a door with keys. There's this little hotel room with like maybe a double bed or something. Then you have this nice balcony and you can see the seaside. It's just like for vacation, right? I really love those flowers right there. Like the way they look. They have quite huge blossoms there, like wow. I like those white flowers actually more than the small yellow ones. They don't look bad, but they're too tiny. They look quite okay too. And yeah, as you guys can see, those badlands, they provide a lot of options. I really love that. Yeah, like as you guys can see, I have a lot of future plans still and a lot of decorations that I must do and that I will add to my desert city. Soon I want to build a train station as well, but first I need to finish that wall and that palace. And yeah, then I will get to the train station. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I wish you guys all a great day. See you guys next time.